Yeah, there we go.
The freestyle by Corey Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since I saw the little hoe, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch mouth, cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her. Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. But get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
I told you he had some shit.
Your face kills me right there. That's
Me?
Yes, that look.
Are we on?
When you do that.
What's up, America? Welcome to the 5150. Couple of hours of conversation that come from the heart. Ain't all right. Definitely can't be all wrong.
That's for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here with my comrades who I have grown to love.
Back at you.
We're going to start with my man Bobby Glantine Smith. I remember I was doing a 5150 show down at the Foxhole. Guy Black ain't want me to have nobody on the show except for who he wanted me to have on the show.
Put him right out there.
What? I ain't
God
believe
me.
Hey, look, Guy Black didn't want me to have no motherfuckers that didn't go through him.
Okay, well that was his job. He was doing his
But
job.
You
I
fuck
ain't
with
shitting
me.
on Guy Black.
Fuck with me.
If it wasn't for Guy Black, Darlene wouldn't be my co-host.
I wouldn't be on here. That's right.
So Guy Black, even though your intentions wasn't good, God brought something good out your ass.
Hi guys.
I'm fucking with you, Guy Black.
We just took him out to dinner the other night, so he's all right.
That's right. We was at the little pussy ass show.
At the
Whose show was that?
Eric Benet, and Zoe just made a funny comment earlier about her remark.
What did I say?
You just did you're like, and what? What is he doing?
It was the Eric Benet show. Oh
No,
shit! Here
I love Eric Benet. Cut it out.
I like Eric
He
Benet
is
too.
bomb.
He is-
Woo, he's bomb.
Yeah, he moist. But look,
Shut up. He's great.
what if
I love
Eric
him.
Benet come at us? I'll be like, oh, my man.
Hey, he did our show. Remember when it was just solo? When it was just Corey and I? Remember he was on our show?
I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Benet, and I
Remember
seen
when
him.
Speedy asked Eric Benet to keep singing to him and called him baby?
I don't remember, but
Speedy
it don't
did
stop
that?
me.
Yeah.
You stop.
Eric Benet was like, I'm getting ready to leave, and Speedy said, don't go, baby. That's what Speedy said on air. Don't go, baby. What? Don't
Eric
go,
Benet
baby.
had a concert. Faith Evans was there.
Faith
she was
Evans.
in a hurry.
Yes, she.
She was like, I sing this pussy ass shit, but I got to go.
I guess it was so messed up.
I'm in a biggie hurry.
Just-
Fucked up, wasn't it? Damn, what is a joke?
Okay,
biggie hurry.
Before I go into who else
And
was
then
there,
Zoe.
well, we might as well introduce the rest because I was actually going to lead into somebody else that was there that had some drama happen.
We'll lead into it when we get
Okay.
there, but I'm just saying. And then Zoe,
Uh-huh.
I met Zoe down at the Foxhole. But one
Right.
day when I had the show down there, he popped up, and I thought it was a good fit.
Well,
So
Yeah.
we have become solid.
Yeah.
As a
For
rock.
sure.
As a rock.
You know what I'm saying? We might have our
Unbreakable.
differences, but this business here is sacred. This
right.
It's God's work.
It is.
This is church?
Church?
Church with a question mark at the end of this motherfucker. This is church? You know what I'm saying?
Temple.
Closest I'm going to get to church.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So
can-
everybody who knows the 5150 show knows that we break into Darlene's loose talk about bullshit, and the title of that was thought of as she talked loosely about bullshit.
yeah. It's just bullshit.
So,
Whatever.
yeah.
You know.
But it's all to the good. D, what's happening?
Okay, well, speaking of people that were there at that concert Saturday night, Eric Benet show. Of course, you had Faith Evans, Eric Benet, and a couple other people. You also had Angie Stone, right? Angie Stone was there. What are they saying now? Don't look up there.
Z's.
It's so
the customary
distracting.
Z's.
Stop looking at them motherfuckers. our chat room niggas gonna fuck with you. We supposed to be having two short up here. I told him, I was like, they gonna fuck with you, short.
Oh yeah, no, he hurt his foot. I just showed him the message. Yeah, he's coming.
You
Yeah, next
Z'd her up real
He
tough.
was supposed to leave to New York and he had to cancel, so he'll hopefully come next Tuesday.
We'll get him up here one day. That's
Yep,
the man.
he's trying to make it up here. Anyway, Angie Stone, and I wouldn't even bring this up, but it was interesting because we just saw her. We just saw her perform. She did a hell of a job on Saturday night. Anyway, she got into an altercation with her daughter and knocked her daughter's front teeth out. They even have the pictures. Wait, the girl is on the news like this.
Do you got snaggle mouth? You got the
Snaggle
pictures?
mouth. Show the
Thank
damage.
God.
She 30
Show-
years old.
Yeah, well,
Her
apparently.
daughter 30?
Yes, but apparently, wait,
Angie
listen.
Stone
There's some of it. There's some of it. Okay, so what happened?
Knock the fuck out, bitch.
Okay, she was arrested, though. They arrested Angie Stone Monday for aggravated assault. The victim was her daughter. She was 30 years old. Police in DeKalb County said that the 53-year-old Angie Stone told police her daughter Diamond punched her in the face. See? The daughter punched Angie in the face. Then Angie told the police she defended herself with a metal stand, but accidentally hit Diamond in the face, knocking out her front teeth.
Damn.
Ain't no accident, bitch. God damn it. You hit me. Bitch, let me tell you something out here in this world. When you fucking with somebody, I don't
mean to
care
laugh
if it's
at her,
your mama. I think you a hoe ass motherfucker if it's 1-on-1 and you call the police because you caught a fade. you gon' catch a fade out here fucking with people.
Well, they didn't say who called the police. They didn't say who called the police. Could have been a neighbor. Could
She
have been
didn't get that
loud.
memo.
But Angie did say that once she realized the
Somebody
mistake,
say
she
my
put down-
sunshine has come.
Oh, that's messed up.
There you go. Look.
That's Angie Stone. That's the mom to the right,
Hey,
and that's
come
the
up off
daughter
them teeth.
with the damage to the left.
Come up off of them right now.
You know what? Wow.
Spit them out.
That bitch stroke game proper with them two teeth like that, boy.
Okay, well, anyway, Angie told the police once she realized the mistake, she put down the stand and tried to run, but claims Diamond came after her again, trying to attack her. A family friend eventually broke up the fight, and that was
Well,
it.
you already hit her with a mic stand.
Well, they let her go. So they let her go. They just said it was an argument that when Angie complained to Diamond that she didn't clean up after her children, Diamond was also taken into custody, and then they released her as well. So
She can blow you with her mouth closed now.
Wait, let me get
without
this
them
right.
teeth.
What happened? What else happened about? What you just say that last part, D?
what? That they let them both go?
Wait, then her mama told on her?
What do you mean? No. That's how. No, she was
What was the fight about?
because Angie was telling Diamond that she doesn't clean up. She doesn't clean up after her children.
Nasty bitch.
There you go. There you go. So
Hey, D'Angelo. Is that D'Angelo's daughter?
no, they have a son. No, they have a son
asking.
together. No, Angie Stone and D'Angelo have a son together.
Do they?
Yeah, you never knew that? And,
I don't be knowing this
Anyway,
bullshit.
when she came on
I
our
guess
show.
back in the day,
wait.
Angie Stone used to be. What? How did that happen?
You know what? Just leave
What are
her
you
alone.
saying?
I'm saying like that was back when D'Angelo was in his prime, naked on
Well,
videos,
he
right?
He got a certain time he likes. All right. Remember, she came on our show as well. Very
Are
nice
you saying
girl.
they not a good match when D'Angelo was at the height of his?
Yeah, why couldn't he have messed?
You're my Florida Evans.
You know what?
Damn!
I'm fucking with you. I love Angie Stone.
I do too. Yeah, she's sweet.
Angie Stone made that song.
You're my Florida Evan.
Black, but I love Angie
Strong
Stone.
brother.
Angie, and you know, I'm saying like I don't know if you watching this. We just some silly
Yeah, we
motherfuckers.
just stupid.
We
yeah.
sorry that you and your daughter got into it.
You know what?
I really am. I'm being sincere,
Okay.
but that shit funny to the motherfuckers.
Especially if she was trying to, get on her own daughter about her kids. She was trying to parent her still. That's all right.
The bitch 30 and nasty.
That's
What?
reason to get your ass whooped.
Bitch 30 and nasty and shit. So you know.
So did she stay with Angie?
They didn't say that.
Must-
They
If
did
she
not.
stay with her mama, she need her ass whooped.
Okay, well maybe that's why. Maybe that's why she was getting on her.
You can't be 30 years old with your kids and you nasty, bitch. That's 6 funky feet in the house, ain't it? That's at least 6 funky feet. Then the nigga who come over there and lay up and fuck the dirty bitch, take his shoes off too. That's an extra 6 funky feet that Angie got to deal with. Funky feet is why motherfuckers get their ass whooped funky foot ass. Let me tell you something. It be a motherfucker in your house
Stop.
ain't even did nothing to you. It's just when that foot go up and you see that funky ass foot, you be like, I'm gonna beat his ass. I don't want to. How the fuck? Feet cause fights.
Feet cause fights.
How your funky ass foot up in my house? You ain't paying no rent, funky bitch. I'm singing, bitch.
Oh my
I know, Angie. Bust that bitch mouth again.
Oh my.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
How
let's
did they
change-
get over this?
Dang it! Now I was gonna try and switch it to something else, but this just happens
just
to
saying,
roll
how-
right into it.
How do they get over this? Do they ever
Patch
get
up,
over
you know
this?
how that does?
You-
Yeah.
she can't patch nothing up.
Family stuff like
Mama
especially if
knocked
she,
your
no, but if
teeth out.
she needs mama's help, oh believe me, they gonna repair it right quick. She's gonna act like she's getting right.
She got to repair that mouth first.
yeah, well,
You call the police on me, you can't come back to my motherfucking house. If the police is in my house, you call these motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers can't be around me no more.
that's probably
Everybody know the police be on that bullshit, especially when they come in African American people's house. They ain't got no respect. They go through your shit, ask you about anything. Hey, what is that
All
right
through
there?
your business.
Motherfucker, that's some old weed. What you gonna do? Fuck them people.
oh my god, old fresh weed, but different. You crazy? Oh my god.
Motherfucker, Take
Okay.
me to jail for that stale shit.
Damn, we might as well stay on fights. Okay, so you know that the big fight is arranged and it's already on for what is it? May 2nd.
Second.
That's right. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. All right.
Press
You
conference
should read
tomorrow.
your own writing with glasses.
Shush up. No.
That's pretty bad when you can't read your own bullshit.
Stop. I'm
unless
not
you
reading
need
that
help.
one. That's just notes. I'm reading this one. I have to make
Lens
it bigger.
crafters.
Anyway, okay, so you know 50 Cent, have you heard? Made a bet on your homie. They've now since made up. You know, before they were-
1.6 million.
They were bickering. Yeah, they were bickering over the last few years. He was calling, you know, how that went, how he was challenging Floyd, how he couldn't read, yada, yada, yada. So for like a year or two, they were arguing. What?
No, somebody said Bobby fighting that suit. So that's
You know what? I told you, don't look up there. Anyway, so apparently he made a bet, and he said they say it's for 1.6 million
On who?
on Mayweather.
On Mayweather.
His money's good.
Well, he said so. We'll see what
I
happens.
mean, it's going to be
His
a
money's
good fight,
good.
goddammit.
He
No,
said
it
that
ain't.
he's back talking and everything to him now, and he said he's going to make a real bet. He said he's focused right now, so he feels like he's not going to lose that.
When was he not focused?
I pray. Let me tell you something, Mayweather. I hope you on your game
He gonna be ready, man.
because the truth is,
That little
you
motherfucker.
cannot let that motherfucker have a close fight because they gonna cheat you, and I know you know it, brother.
Like
Oh,
they did
yeah.
Larry Holmes.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they gonna cheat you, brother.
That's always a possibility.
I'm 100% behind you, Floyd. Floyd, I want to tell you something. Fuck that shit. I happen to know Floyd. We don't run together. We ain't homies, but we know each other, and he always show me love. So my ass was like, "Hey," I sent him a text. "What's up with them tickets, baby?" He always give me tickets. He look out. When I
That's
get to the
fight.
fight.
That is the one.
But on this fight, he was like, "I'm gonna have to get back at you."
What's your name again?
No, but
That's
look.
50 large right there.
Let me
boy.
tell you something.
Yeah.
Floyd
It's gonna be
100,
giant.
man. Motherfucker don't know this, man. If that let me tell you something. He got issues with you. He gonna let you know. Fuck
Right.
you, motherfucker.
Right.
Even with his own pops. Am I right?
No, that's true.
That is true,
But
yeah.
if Floyd fuck with you,
He
I'm
fuck
telling you
with
from what I see, he
Yeah.
fucks with you for real. So I want to say this in case Floyd
You
watching.
putting money down? Go ahead.
I was gonna try to buy tickets because he always look out. So I'm like, it ain't like that. I support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I buy tickets, but man, they asking them paper. They asking real paper for these tickets.
7,000 up there.
That's the cheap ones.
Yeah,
The five. I saw some way up in the nosebleed for $5,000 a piece.
What's ringside?
No, they got lottery for the ringside.
Oh, wow.
But you know,
So I'm just saying, Floyd. I mean, you ain't shit. You know I'm behind you 100%. I'm gonna be cheering like a bitch wherever I'm at. But I'm just saying, I understand. And I would have bought some tickets, but God damn. God damn. They asking money like that. I see why Floyd was like, I'm gonna get back with you on this one. I was like, damn. This fight, they asking that money for them tickets.
listen,
Yeah.
you think we could do a 5150 in Vegas the week of the show?
I don't know, man.
That'd be too
I don't
crazy.
know
There's
if,
too much stuff going on. It's just,
if Floyd, I'll tell you what. if I find a way where I got some type of action, I don't have to be in the fight. I could go to one of them closed circuit things because they asking $900 for them tickets.
Huh? Yeah.
Wow.
For the circuit fights in the hotels where they showed it on the big screen.
Yeah.
900.
That's ridiculous. You
No,
can
it
just
ain't.
you can
They
just
gonna
pay
get that money.
$75 at home.
No, it ain't gonna
It ain't the
75.
same at
It's gonna
home.
be
You can't be
150
like,
at the
shut
house.
up, you Mexican bitch.
What the fuck?
Oh, really?
It's
Darlene,
150
have you
at
ever
the
been to a Floyd Mayweather fight?
No.
It's crazy.
A lot of times he fights the Cinco de Mayo fights.
Yeah.
And this
shut up,
is
you
May
Mexican.
2nd. Cinco de
And,
Mayo
hold on, don't get me
Day.
wrong, because I love my motherfucking brown
And
people.
he's not Mexican.
Right.
He's Filipino, by the way.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I've been to a lot of fights where he fought the Mexican fighters. I love my brown people. Don't ever think, but
Yeah,
them
please, 'cause
motherfuckers
they-
be in there.
Swinging.
Boy, I was behind
Nah,
this
they
one
support.
motherfucker. This
They
nigga
support.
had the strongest
they love-
throat.
You know what?
For 12 rounds, that motherfucker was behind me. After a while, I was like, I know this motherfucker gonna get tired by like the 4th round, so I ain't even worried about it. No, that motherfucker.
You remember that night we
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
You remember when we was at that?
It was when he fought Canelo.
Oh, yeah.
They was, hey, the
And that's when he
Mexican,
came back out of
the
retirement,
Mexican
right?
brothers and sisters was in
That-
there mob deep.
Yeah.
They was in that motherfucker deep.
Yeah, they gonna be deep in.
You motherfuckers was scared to tell them motherfuckers to be quiet. They was like, you say something, they'll be like, what?
Somebody said, go!
Hey, you remember that Margarito fight we went to?
That's a good one.
Yeah, the margarita fight.
Against the brother that's in the wheelchair now. What was his name? Paul, what's his name? The left big long cat, left hand.
Yeah, the
dude.
tall motherfucker.
Man, he was whooping the shit out of Margarito. There was about 10 fights broke out in the stands that night, man.
Hey man, them fights be some different
Real
shit, man.
Yeah.
So I want to know how it's gonna be this time with Pacquiao.
They
gonna
bringing about 7,000-8,000 Filipinos. Every fight I've been to,
It's gonna be wild.
There's gonna be some
It's
fights
gonna
in
be
the
wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers gonna be like, Pacquiao. Give me that.
So wait a minute, cause
Right.
they from the Philippines.
No,
they
they
speak
don't.
like they speak like Chinese movies.
You know the
now
Chinese
all of a
movie, they be
sudden
like,
So
Are you
he's
kidding,
putting
man,
them
fool?
all in the same
Right.
category. He's putting
Oh
them
yeah,
all.
Paul Williams.
right. They always say right. That's one word they know.
doing karate moves.
Is that dragon style?
Before we get
Right.
hey,
The fuck? How many times they gonna say right?
Darlene, before you move on,
Oh, God, no.
Shit.
I want to make one acknowledgement. This is going to be, without question, the richest fight in the history
It
of
is.
boxing.
They said no already.
And people need to know that this is truly evidence that black folks at a certain level can work together and do some amazing stuff. Because Al Heyman and Sam Watson and this kid Mayweather have stayed together for 15 years, and they done went beyond anybody's imagination. They have literally taken over the sport of boxing. And I got to give a shout out to Al and my buddy Sam Watson, man, because they done rolled with this young brother, and everybody was doubting him, trying to pull him away from Sam, including 50. 50 tried to take him, and he stayed with Al Heyman. And they getting ready to make. Oh my God, man!
Yeah.
They gonna need.
Well, I don't know all the ins and outs, but Al Heyman and Sam Watson. Of course, you know I know who Al is.
Yeah.
And I think
Sam.
I know who Heyman is. It's just he's a
He's a
behind,
man.
he's a behind the scenes.
You
type
don't
of
walk
guy.
by him 100 times.
I think I'd have met him. I know I get it, and I
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
that about people.
Yeah.
But the reason it's worked is because Floyd is the greatest of all time.
So what's your pick?
Plus, he done stuck with them when they showed him what he didn't know about the business. I done watched him for 15 years with Sam, then, man, and he paid attention. Then he broke and did his own thing. But he
It's what
stayed with
Heyman
them.
is doing.
He's a genius, man.
What's your
Yeah, he
pick,
is. He's been in-
Bobby?
What do you
Who's
What do
your
you mean the
pick?
pick?
He gonna whoop the shit out. It's gonna be boring.
What's around?
It ain't gonna be. He gonna win by the
Pacquiao.
season.
No,
Not to
I
shoot
hope
up.
it goes. I hope it goes.
I
It's
think
going to
Pacquiao a nice guy, but he got to do them drugs if he gonna hang with Floyd.
And he still ain't gonna win.
Because even though Floyd get all that, oh, he's a defensive fighter shit. Have you ever seen Floyd box, motherfucker?
He'll
This
fight
motherfucker
you.
raw.
He can fight
now.
you.
I don't know why
Shit.
motherfuckers act like this motherfucker can't box.
He will
Yeah.
steal on you.
When he fought the one kid, the Mexican kid,
Guerrero.
that motherfucking brawler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Madonna.
Not the
Maidana?
motherfucker he fought last where they made him fight twice.
Oh, Guerrero.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
I got mad respect for Guerrero.
Did you see
Guerrero is a
Guerrero?
brawler.
Yeah.
Did you see him Saturday night against?
No, did he win?
No, he got his ass thumped by one-time Thurman, man. It was a great fight, man.
Oh yeah,
No, he got thumped.
but he's a brawler. And
was
when
a
you
fight.
saw him and Floyd fight, that's when you got a chance to see that this motherfucker Floyd knows how to fight.
So what about when
Fight.
Mike Tyson said that he going with Pacquiao?
Because he fight
Well,
like
can-
Pacquiao,
can-
and that's why his ass got whooped.
The reason Mike Tyson is going with Pacquiao is because Mike Tyson has a television show or cartoon, and he's trying to be in
Relevant.
the public eye, relevant. That's
Yeah.
what they have to do. That's why.
Well,
that's why Magic Johnson said he's going for, in the presidential race. What was that he said? He said he going for. He went against
Hillary. He was with Hillary.
He went for
Yeah.
Hillary. I'm
Right.
for Hillary.
Right,
Because
right.
they trying to get that motherfucking shit in.
Right, right.
I'm for Hillary. Hillary got
that
good
his
programs to get this AIDS as I die slowly juice about me.
Wow.
Fuck that shit. Let me tell you something. When you go on TV and you cool for them people, you are subject to be thrashed
Exposed.
by me on this show.
Exposed.
How the fuck are you gonna
Destroying.
go on TV and say for Hillary and not? I mean,
And
I
that
don't give a
before we
fuck.
knew.
I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about Barack.
Yeah,
but I'm
we
just
knew.
saying, why you say that shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck both of them motherfuckers, but why you say that shit?
Right.
He was talking shit about Floyd Mayweather on TV.
Was he?
Magic.
What did he say?
How soon we forget?
Oh.
What did he say? What did he say?
Soon we forget. I don't remember the exact words, but Floyd said something about a controversial thing that happened in the NBA.
Yeah.
What was that he said? Something like that, but Magic went and said something about Floyd, but you ain't said nothing
About
about
none
that
of that other
motherfucking
bullshit.
leaking shit that leaked in your asshole.
Don't do it.
Fuck that shit. Motherfucker act like I got AIDS for pussy. You ain't get AIDS for pussy, motherfucker. I know how the fuck this shit go. Every once in a while, you see a bitch with AIDS. I'm talking about you get AIDS from a bitch. We didn't all fuck bitches with AIDS before. It's hard to get it. It's hard to get AIDS from a bitch. You get AIDS from that asshole. That man pussy.
Oh, stop.
What is going on?
Let's
Boy
not- yeah,
monkey.
let's,
That's how you get AIDS.
Boy monkey?
That boy monkey.
Okay. Anyway.
So,
Boy monkey? What the
Back to
fuck
the
did
fight
I
just for a
just
minute.
say? Oh my.
in your opinion, Corey, are they going to
Boy
different?
monkey?
You got more shit, D? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if I want to talk about
We
it.
can't
You ain't
talk
never seen a boy
about
monkey. I
fucking
know you
magic.
seen a boy monkey, D. What about you, Bobby?
What do you mean, a male monkey? What do you mean a boy monkey?
A boy monkey, a asshole
male.
that's gaping.
No, I ain't seen.
Nah.
Boy
I
monkey.
can't say
What
Ain't
is
looking for none neither,
I'm not.
You ain't never seen one.
and ain't looking for one neither.
You ain't never changed the pamper.
You ain't never changed.
No, I ain't.
Wait, what? Okay, let's.
One day I
this is
changed
not
my
going
little
on.
nephew pamper and he had a rash and his asshole was gaping.
I ain't
No,
seen
it does not.
He was an
gape.
infant though, but I was like, damn boy, what the fuck happened? I was like, Mama, come look at I ain't gonna even put your name out there, boy.
Oh
He's
my
grown
God.
now.
He damn near grown now, but something was wrong with his asshole, and he
I
was a
ain't
little
seen
baby.
that.
Oh, stop.
I ain't want to call them people on his dad, but it looked like
No.
some finger action had to happen up in that little boy.
This nigga's off the rails.
What? I done seen it, goddammit.
Boy
Enough.
monkey.
What's that shit Bill Cosby got where they can't arrest him? Enough
Statute
time.
of
The
limitation?
statute of limitation to pass, goddammit.
Yeah, there's a statute of limitation
boy
on
ass was
everything
gaping.
except murder.
I ain't seen it, bro.
Boy Twizzler. Damn.
His
man.
boy
Oh, here we
Twizzler.
go.
You got
Boy
this motherfucker talking.
An infant Twizzler.
Don't egg Corey on. Oh my God.
What the
I'm fucking with y'all. I'm fucking
Okay.
with y'all.
Anyway, so look, let's
Shit
just end
happened,
it with this. So the last thing I was just going to
LinkedIn.
mention is they were talking earlier on the news about anybody. So is there anybody out here who uses Propecia? Do you know what that is, men?
No, what's that, please?
Okay, Propecia is well, I guess you could call it a drug, but it's an ointment that men mostly use to stop hair loss in combination with Rogaine, and Rogaine helps your hair come back, right? Well, they just found out that because a lot of
Cancer,
no, nothing that serious, but still, it's one of the side effects, and it was a lot of guys were worried about it. But just to make sure that you're okay with it, you can still keep taking it, can still keep using it, right? It's an ointment they rub on the head. Anyway, they found out that it lowers your sperm count and potency
Testosterone?
and your the power of it. So a lot of men were wondering,
I'd
oh my
rather
God,
be
like it
bald.
literally just jumps, it doesn't shoot out. right?
A motherfucker could brush his hair, but he can't skeet on a bitch.
Not as well as he used to, and it shrinks. What it is okay. Propecia
It shrink what?
Listen, no, not the size of the penis. It shrinks the size of your balls.
Wait, did you hear this shit?
Yeah, listen, wait. It shrinks the size.
What if you got some big ass balls and you want them motherfuckers to look better?
Well, listen. Oh, God, I think you'd rather have the hair. Listen, it's not going to keep you from not having children. They still have the ability to have children, right? But here's the thing. So they said, though, while the doctor was saying that, they decided to ask this doctor more questions about men's balls, right? So they
Who asked about balls?
It was the interviewer.
Magic.
It was no stop. Oh my God! Could you let's stop? I was trying to get.
Why are you destroying?
Okay, no,
the Laker legend.
Let's just get off of that. Okay. Anyway, so this woman who was interviewing this doctor about the Propecia, and she said, "Well, is it any causing any danger or anything?" No. He said, "Just I don't want the men to worry that just because it's not shooting like it used to, that it's damaging anything else. It's okay because Propecia was initially developed to shrink the prostate glands, and that's why it also shrinks your nuts a little bit. But here's the deal. Then he goes on to say, and she said, what do little nuts have? And he said, now he goes, a good sized nut just on a guy, period, right? A good sized ball is an inch and a half and bigger. That's good. Now she said, well, wait, don't stop. Oh God, stop it. He said it's a giant walnut and bigger. Now, he said that's where the saying comes from when they tell people, man, get some balls, right?
No, it ain't.
Because, no, it is. Listen, you want to know why, Bobby? You want to know why?
Not really.
No,
This loose talk about bullshit is crazy
listen,
right now.
Listen, he really did say, he said, well, and she said, well, why do you say that? He said, because the smaller men's balls are, and this has nothing to do with the drugs.
Listen to this. The smaller your balls,
the lower your testosterone.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
So you're not as manly as a guy with some big old balls. So get yourself some balls is where that comes from. But the doctor did say, he goes, a man with any balls smaller than a good sized walnut has lower testosterone than a
Magic Johnson's
here we go.
son
Stop.
ain't got no balls. That's basically what you saying.
No, we didn't. They just
Big baby Magic ain't got no balls.
Baby Magic.
My God, stop!
Big baby Magic play for the Clippers.
Dang it!
I'm fucking with
Wow.
Big baby, you know you my homie. That's a joke.
Damn.
All right.
So, but it's okay. You guys can still take your Propecia and your
shit.
No, but it doesn't. It just lowers them a little bit. It just lowers them a little bit.
This shit is
Bobby don't
reckless.
take no drug.
Nothing.
All he do
Is smoke.
is drink cake and water,
And get busy with it.
and it be a cloud over that shit in his stomach. This nigga got the smoky waters.
But why would you take something that would run the risk of shrinkage?
People do take stuff all the time that has other
what kind
side
of sense
effects.
do that make?
It never makes
always
sense.
shrinking
They
your
never
balls.
make any kind of sense.
It lower your testosterone.
No,
don't
not
lower
that.
your
No.
I don't believe
it
that.
doesn't lower
I'm
your.
not
No,
taking
it does
shit
not lower
that's
your
got
testosterone.
shrinkage
I didn't
attached
say
to it.
that. You
What does
didn't
it
listen.
do?
You didn't listen to that part. I didn't say it lowers the testosterone.
What does it do?
It got on the question when she said, "Can I ask you about size of men's balls? What does that have to do with it?" And then he did say it had nothing to do with his drug. I just said that.
I want to play in the uniform I was issued.
He
I'm
said
not fucking with
the
that shit.
I
size
want
of
to
men's
play in
balls,
the
the
uniform
bigger,
I was issued.
more
I
testosterone.
like that.
If
Taking
you
that
do a
goddamn-
naked headstand, fellas, and your balls ain't hanging over,
What?
that means you got little balls. I want you tonight to get a mirror and put it on one side of the wall, and then do a handstand naked and look at where your balls hang. If your balls ain't facing you,
boy.
if your balls facing up, that means your balls little than a motherfucker.
Don't take nothing you can't spell. Propecia. Who can spell that shit?
Propecia?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This really happened.
Just
On
as it
anything
sounds.
I love, it was this man in Best Buy. He was pushing himself in a wheelchair.
It was hanging out.
He had on some of them Speedos on purpose
Running shorts.
to show off his sack. I don't know if that was balls or dick. It was a big ass. But I was rolling. I said, "Look at this motherfucker right here."
In a wheelchair?
That's how I was. I bet that's how he come at bitches. He show his balls. Who gonna say something? He in a wheelchair. He had on a motherfucking
That's a bad
shirt.
sign right there.
What do
Wait,
you call them blouses that was
half top.
He had a half top
Shut
coat on.
up. What?
He had a half top coat.
Wait, his stomach was exposed, and he had.
The lower part of his stomach, but he basically wanted people to see what he was working with on the ball side of the game.
Oh my god!
Like bitches who looking to see what that is, he sparked their interest.
On the
Oh,
ball
my
side of the
God.
Right. I was like, what the
Nutsack.
fuck?
That's hilarious. But anyway,
showing that sack off in Best Buy.
oh, it's
Goddamn
still
it, that
okay to
motherfucker
take
was-
your Propecia,
It
you
was
guys.
like, this lady walked up to him, asked him, "Is he looking for accessories?"
She was looking down. Stop.
Oh
Anyway.
boy.
But if he in a wheelchair, as long as he ain't paralyzed from the what stops your thrust on the paralyzed side of the game?
The blood.
No, I'm saying like, long as you ain't paralyzed from the
But he don't have to do the thrusting. If it works, if it gets
Corey,
hard,
it's
the
crazy.
woman can do all the
If you're in
work.
a wheelchair,
On
something
the
ain't working.
paralyzed
If
side.
you in a wheelchair, then you probably could bounce all on that dick. You ain't gonna hurt him.
You lose the.
Jump off the top of the bed and be like, land
Oh
on them
my
legs.
god! Dang it!
You could bust them legs. You could be cutting them with a blade while you fucking them with some of them wheelchair
You don't
motherfuckers.
feel shit.
The
man, when you're
paralyzed motherfucker.
That's what it means, paralyzed.
Yeah.
They can't get a train ran on them unless bitches got to be all up top. They could be getting his toes licked and not even know and shit. Motherfucker got to show him. Motherfucker, it's a bitch licking your toes. He'll be like, you bullshit.
So not even the handicap is off limits.
You paralyzed, but you got to be paralyzed from the belly button up. I mean from the lower thigh down. As long as your dick works.
And
What?
still have it work from the waist up.
You what?
You can still be paralyzed from the waist up and have that.
How's
do you
that
know?
possible?
You ain't got
From
no
the waist
circulation.
up.
You ain't got no
You
circulation.
wiener-
never fucked the paralyzed dude before.
No, never.
How you know?
I just said waist.
Paraplegic
Is your-
dick?
Are your privates above your waist? I said waist, Corey. Waist? From the
Dick
waist
right by
up.
the waist.
It's below it though. It's okay. It's out of the region. I said
What?
waist, from the waist up. If you're paralyzed from the waist up, so
Your
that means
dick
just
work.
that means just your top half.
If your
Right.
top half work, fuck out of here. Them wheelchair motherfuckers eat pussy for hours.
Oh,
That dick is useless. That dick for peeing.
On itself.
Right. Peeing through a tube. Nigga that got too lazy to pull that dick out when he could just put that dick tube strap on there. Skeet in that little bag and squeeze it out the other day.
they want me to hug you, Bobby. I think you need a hug.
I do.
Well, if he
I'll
didn't
take
smoke,
one.
I would. Because
Well,
I
I
can't
smoke
stand
like
that
a chimney.
smoke.
All motherfuckers in wheelchairs, goddammit. They all their pants be smelling like straight up Pampers.
What? How do you
Why?
know?
Cause shit drip. You ain't washing them motherfuckers. You paralyzed. You got an excuse to be a pissy leg motherfucker.
That shit ain't really funny.
Well, hey.
This shit ain't
Not
funny,
with
man.
On the real, man, I know a bitch who married to a dude he in a wheelchair. This is on air. I am not making this up. And the bitch was talking to me because I know the bitch. She my friend. She cool. Talk about this motherfucker always cheating on her. I didn't even know what to say. I was just like, bitch, if a nigga in a wheelchair cheat on you, that pussy ain't shit.
That's messed up.
That motherfucker, he got a car too.
Wait,
He got a cold ass car. She showed me he was leaning in front of his car. Man, I wanted to laugh so hard because they know how to roll their wheelchair up to the car. Fold their wheelchair up and throw that motherfucker in the car.
oh my
Climb
God.
up on that motherfucker. They brakes be right here and shit.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah, those like
Right.
they got hand stuff, don't they? Have the hand
my
stuff.
goodness.
I thought the brakes be right here. Motherfuckers
No,
running
you're
for
talking
them.
about-
Oh,
Yeah,
You
it's the
motherfucker. You lucky my hand works, motherfucker.
hey, so who is the organization that protects the handicap? Because they gonna come fucking with us on this one.
Man,
I don't know. What's the
gotta get
handicap?
in line.
What's the handicap glad?
You know what?
I'm asking.
The handicap glad.
What's the handicap glad?
Shit.
Handicap motherfucker be
Somebody
like,
said it. Palm Wheel Drive. That's
You know what?
Wheel drive. The chat room motherfuckers ain't
You
shit.
guys are-
God damn.
God darn it.
Hey, so we was fucking with people, but you know it's all love. Angie Stone.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The
I know.
handicap-
I hope they work that out.
all right, so somebody said AAA, triple roll,
That's messed up.
roll around association.
Oh, no.
That's messed up.
Here
Y'all
we
are
go.
so
They about
wrong.
to go in now.
All the handicapped motherfuckers gonna boycott my
Somebody
concert.
said the rolling 60s.
Oh, that's a good one. EJack 100. EJack 100. That is hilarious.
Look, if the handicapped people boycott my concert, that just means there's more parking up front.
Do you remember? Wait a second, though, real quick. And I know we got a couple minutes before the break. Do you remember? Not too long ago, I think it was early or late last year, when Kanye got in that trouble at his concert because of the handicapped people.
What happened?
Because he had came out and he said something. We have to look it up, but he said something. He was like, "Everybody get up! Everybody get up! You get up!" And they were like, "Oh my God!" He didn't realize, and they were like, "Oh, that is get up!" And they were like, "Oh my God, they're in wheelchairs." You didn't remember? You remember that?
Wow.
And he didn't know it. Yeah, and he made a big old thing about it. It
But
was
that's
so embarrassing.
funny.
Well, no, people did kind of.
How do they get up?
Though. They didn't.
I'm
That's
just
the
saying,
thing.
if they're in the concert, how do they participate when
I just hope the
when
person
the get
from
up
the-
chant happens?
Well, they just don't. I mean,
Do they put their
I
hands
would love to
up?
get cursed out by the people from the handicap association because I hope they handicap.
Oh, what?
Like when the motherfucker called me on the phone, babe, bro,
You know what? Shut
Boy, I
up.
will pay for that shit.
No, stop. Handicap does not necessarily mean
It's
mentally.
all kinds of handicaps.
I
You got
know,
the
but that's what I'm saying.
wheelchairs. You got the people with the shit that don't come out right. They think it clearly though. They be wanting to say you motherfucker, but they be like,
I'm not. No. I'm not. I need this for air. This is an easy.
I'm joking, man. These are jokes.
I know.
The views expressed by the 5150 show are not shared by.
Expressed by Corey or not.
This is like Darlene. Like I ain't fucking with this nigga like that.
Jesus.
No.
When the FBI invade us, they gonna go straight to Darlene. They gonna
Two-wheel Teamsters is coming. That's what
Stop the Teamsters. That's messed up.
Hell no. The who?
What?
the
Crutches
crutches for
Crutches
Christ
Christ
movement.
movement.
Oh my God. That is, you know what, Ronan _75, you ain't.
Ronan
boy,
75.
that was
He
a
be
good
coming up
one.
with some good ones though.
Okay.
NWA, niggas with autism. They come.
Oh, stop. No.
Oh, don't do it.
I saw it. I saw the
Nigga
gimp
with
happening.
autism.
I saw that. I saw the gimp.
Straight out of Misericordia. Crazy motherfucker name.
Okay, anyway, all right, so what's the topic?
Oh,
And then we're gonna take, what was the,
Man, we're gonna
anyway.
take a break. We'll be back with the topic,
Woo!
motherfuckers. 5150 Nation, goddammit. Straight out of Misericordia.
I can't.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Hold up, you ain't worth for this, so don't roll up. Tryna take your pick, you ain't show love. You ain't have my back yelling Oprah. Tried to curve me up like a roller. Then wonder why I don't know ya. You live the life of a hypocrite and don't recognize your own odor. What a great time to grab the mirror, so you can see what I see much clearer. Say you ride or die, but you dying. There's no dreaming without grinding streets. Greedy people grimy, see me at the silver lining. Get up, get you something, fall down, get up. Keep on trying, keep on flying. Put faith in that and go get it. It ain't real if you don't feel it. Ain't your style, don't be a gimmick. Break your mind, reach out the limits. What's a cowboy without an ending? What's a pimp without a bunch of bitches? Know your mission or get out the kitchen. Hustle hard, never take it easy. The world is big and it's getting beaten. Stars born while people sleeping. Understood he had to see. He got it first, just let it be. Don't hate the man, just shake his hand. Man, salute to the bona fide G. Every morning, he never change. He say the same old thing. I'm up and ready to go. Let's hit the highway. I got one road paper planes. I'm good, I can't complain. We getting to the money, with the money. Gotta hustle. Work till you just can't work no more.
See, I work until I can't, therefore you should pay me. How you know if it was joints and blunts? You know how to pull Miss Cleo stunts? We can smoke it how you want. Got a one-hitter quitter to a vapo, son. Now just watch me on the run. This here ain't started all with fun. Man, I built this shit from relationships, and now they got me on the jump. That'll make a little money, well, I don't care. Give a time and a place, and I'll be there. Got a sign right here, and it says beware. But you still pop off like Kanye Bear, so I show you my bear trap. Sharper S42 turtle snap. It's a guillotine, like I tied 2 chains to your feet, and your arms made your body crank. Act like you don't know this here is Pat. This part right here never did slack. If you want that heat, you could get that heat. Like a flame throwing everything out the pack. But we not gonna get all into that, cause this part here is about the green. I got different ways I can still get paid if I'm by myself or I got a team. See, the difference between me and you is us. Don't you rush, just my words be cannons like I'm Johnny Knoxville on the bus. You'll get crushed, oh my fuss, how he leaves them in the dust. Ashes to ashes, I'm killing these bastards and getting to money like Warren Buffett.
I'm up and ready to go. Let's hit the highway. I got one rolled up, one of those paper planes. I'm good, I can't complain. We getting to the money, with the money. Gotta hustle. Work till you just can't work no more.
Time and time again, daylight rise and grind for end. On the road, the rich trying to find a bend, gym in, so I could drive a Benz. And then I'ma ride till the wheel fall off, then walk the rest of the way. My wave is so designed, there ain't no Rihanna when I'm peeking up on that cake. And you ain't my dog if you ain't in the mob, then you probably just in my way. I get that paper, dog, but the haters off, and then I'm skating off on my way. And I told Los and I told Pat, I'm 10 toes in that dope trap. So the team can win till I see the M's, and ain't no sleep, but ain't no naps. I'm up all night like Too Short, 100 like a long ass Newport. Got 100 with the flips on, coming for the grip, let the niggas know I'm from New York. Homie started at the corner store, now a nigga be the cornerstone. Sure as hell and had no help, had to get the shit on my own. My time and grind time, late night to the early morn. One thing in this lonely road, you either going hard or you going home. I'm dripping just like I'm chauffeur, getting bread while blowing it doja. Till you niggas get your dough up, put your 2 cents in your loafers. Cause me,
I'm up and ready to go. Let's hit the highway. I got one rolled up, one of those paper planes. I'm good, I can't complain. We getting to the money, with the money. Gotta hustle.
We go way back, that's where it should've stayed at. Why I hit the playback, trying to show I'm laid back. Too much so I had to fade that. Back to back, shit's redundant. Every night I'm thinking where my son went. Hella bent, fucking a bitch, my nigga lent. All I gotta give you every cent. Express that you haven't sent. You act like it was never sent. Never fell in love, the puss hell of a drug. Never mind the lust, can't catch all the bluffs. Keys to the cuffs, won't sit and catch rust. Rather walk and take the bus, bitch, I'd rather spread wings and just. There can never be an us, a nigga can't trust me. Leaving is a must, I can't stand a fuss. And even if we were fucking, yelling about nothing.
How the hell a local rapper gonna call niggas local rappers?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Now why you jumping on
the roof with no shoe on, knowing damn well you don't get your shoe on. I treat that boy like a crouton. We from the other side, playboy, we too strong. You frontin' for the people, it's just a facade. They say you used to live in Pharrell's garage. Or matter of fact, you Kanye's child now. Or I could get more stripes fucking with Bow Wow. You had that SL for like 10 years. And you rhyme about it too like it's the shit, yeah. Playboy, we done had them and passed them up. Then you grab that G-Wag talking about you up. Well, every day we blowin' kush laughing. While y'all saluting the ratting captain. Let's keep it clear, y'all don't do no trapping, no grinding, no hustling, no scrapping. Get smacked on Granby Street, no reaction. About to change your name in the hood to push a passion. You soft like haze off 4/5. Gonna need a forklift to overthrow this. So I guess we going hammer, sit a hammer's drawn. And y'all running out of studio cause hoodies on. I spare no expense, I waste no time. I drop a stack an hour just to lay this rhyme. So playboy, you should've stayed put. Tell me what's your next stunt, man, it stage jokes. Please tell me how you gon' bounce back when your album max out at 50,000 flat. And I know it's just all rap, but it's gon' take your phone call to fall back. Round 1. Fight.
That was a lot of fun.
All right, we back?
Yeah.
All right. So look, we want to say this. The music we play is from people who submitted their music. Our fans, fuck that shit. You submit music, we going to play it. Now listen, I'm finna have Darlene hold a little shit up so you can know where to send your shit, where we can
support it.
We gonna bump it on the show.
Fuck
I mean,
it.
you know, it's a lot of people sending music, but trust me, we sorting through it and we getting our people on there. Sending it to my Twitter. I mean, I'm too absent-minded to remember everything, so you be wasting your time. But Darlene, are you holding that shit up? Can you read that, Darlene?
Yes, I could read that.
Okay.
Let me get my glasses. Oh,
your glasses right there in front of you.
No, that's for distance.
That's for distance.
Yes, these are my regular glasses where I can actually see.
You
The
need
other ones are
multiple
reading.
glasses?
Well, yes.
She like Fred Sanford.
When you-
She got a drawer full of glasses.
What are skeeting
When
glasses
you get a
at?
certain age, when you get a certain age, you're gonna
Where the
need reading
skeeting
glasses for
glasses?
sure. Anyway, send music to C Holcomb, CHOLCOMB 5150 show.com. Send it in an MP3 format only, and also include a written consent to use your music.
Just
Or play
something
it.
that's saying, I give 5150 show permission to play my music on the show. We don't want rights to your music. We ain't no whole motherfuckers
Right.
like that.
Right.
But we do, if you send the shit, we want you to give us a consent saying we could play it just to fucking get all the bullshit nipped in the bud. All right, so
There it is.
what else I'm forgetting? What else is that shit? Oh, yeah. Bobby told me to tell y'all, we don't block people from the chat room. If you got blocked from the chat room, that's some bullshit these motherfucking Caucasian companies be thinking of. Because they tried to take my Twitter because I put this Caucasian promoter on blast because he got this show coming up in St. Louis. It's a comedy show. He advertised me. And he never got up with me to do it. I guess he didn't think I was going to go through all the channels to get his ass back. We'll be in court real soon. Mr. Damn, I'm blanking on his name.
Ooh.
It'll come to me in the middle of the show when I think his name. I'm going to say it. Because he a pussy motherfucker. He do a lot of shows, though. I know it was a whole bunch. It was comics like, man, you better stop. He ain't going to book you on no more shows.
Who said that?
A whole bunch of comics. Don't go up against him, Corey. If you go up against him, he'll try to stop what you're trying to do.
Who
like,
they
shut
acting
the
like?
fuck
Corey?
up.
You acting like a
A coon. Don't say nothing to master about that. Just let him fuck your wife. It don't hurt that bad. You know what I'm saying? Don't drink out that water fountain. That's the white folk water fountain. You ain't got no business drinking out that water fountain. What you trying to do? You making trouble around him all night. You know what I'm saying? It be comics coming to me telling me that I'm not supposed to go at this motherfucker for promoting me. I'm not like you. I tell them, motherfucker, the people go come see me. Y'all motherfuckers gotta hope somebody come see y'all, motherfuckers.
Damn.
I don't give a fuck about this promoter. Now I'm really gonna say his name. I'm gonna text my motherfucking guy and find out his name. Fuck that motherfucker.
Stop going to the show.
That show coming up in St. Louis. That's Samoa is hosting. I have nothing against Samoa. I like Samoa, but she's the host. It's a tour that goes around. That promoter is a piece of shit crook. I'm gonna say his name. Fuck him. Die slow.
Hey man, real quick shout out to this youngster. I can't think of his name. He signed with Oklahoma, and he saw that video.
Yeah.
What Oklahoma?
The University of Oklahoma. He was a high school football player. He decommitted after he saw that videotape that they bullshit they pulled at Oklahoma.
Well, that's what we're gonna go in on today, because I mean, Zoe, you can say the topic,
All right,
because the topic ain't just about what we
I sent it to everybody.
Yeah. Well,
the topic is, what is the difference between joining a fraternity, sorority, versus joining a gang?
I want to talk about this because
God damn.
those guys who was yelling that shit out at the University of Oklahoma,
Damn.
that's gang activity. That's mob activity.
Right, you're inciting something. Yep.
Caucasian people are famous for doing this when they get in groups and get drunk. Even the ones who are not prejudiced to the point where they're actively trying to come at other races, when they are in the group,
And they're participating.
right? When they in the group, nigger is a very, very relaxing word.
It's an easy word to say.
It's a relaxing word to the average group. This is my opinion. To the average group of Caucasian folks who's sitting around getting drunk. Nigger is a fucking word just like chocolate.
You know what?
You know,
Nigger.
You go eat a cupcake and make you feel better. That's how they feel when they yell out derogatory shit about black people that they call niggers. We say the word nigger. That's what they say. You say the word nigger, yeah. And you know what? It don't mean what you. It don't mean the same thing when you say it. And somebody might say that's hypocritical. You can say whatever you want to say. I love my niggas.
Right.
Wherever that word come from, whatever the fuck, goddammit, I'm gonna spin it and make it work for me. Just like they made chitlins work.
Right, it's tones and it's the way you're using it and how you're using it, who you're using it to.
Well, they gave chitlins to black folks because it was the part of the pig that they thought that they couldn't salvage. You eat this shit. And then motherfuckers found a way to make the best out the chitlins. Right. So much so, white folks be at the store like, I want to buy some chitlins.
Right.
So that's what we did to the word nigger. We chitlinized that motherfucker.
Soul fooded it.
Right. Because this is what we got to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm not saying it's right.
Right.
I'm just saying what it is and why I say it, especially when I'm in the company of my niggas. But these motherfuckers on this motherfucking video was saying this shit because this is who they are.
And you know what is interesting? You can't say that the motherfuckers was somewhere rehearsing that and learning that. No. You could tell that is an old chant that you motherfuckers been chanting for a long time because everybody on that bus knew the words and knew what the chant was.
Now, did they ever find out who released it? Because it was somebody who wasn't down with it but didn't want to speak up at the time is what they're claiming.
It don't matter who released it.
No, but isn't that... But that's,
I ain't mean to say that like I'm trying to be like, fuck what you talking about. I'm just saying... I don't have to be at the University of Oklahoma, the University of Florida, the University of Illinois, the University of California to know what goes on when a whole bunch of Caucasian people are sitting around drunk. This is how they get down. This is how they get down. So I don't know why everybody is shocked about what they did. The reason I brought this topic up is because you need to understand what a mob is, what a gang is. And a lot of times when you black, you are part of the group that has been excluded. So when you go to college, you want to be part of the group that's popping. So you join the gang, the Black Greeks, whatever you want to call it. That is gang banging.
The Divine Nine, you about to go at them?
I'm saying everybody who join groups
and believes in one thing and all
you
that.
You gang banging. Why you think you're not gang banging?
No, I didn't say, man.
Have you ever been to a college party? You see the little, what is they little AKAs walking around and they
be bad though.
Shit? That's bad. You set tripping.
But it's true.
What the fuck else you want to call it? You want to make it sound like it's not that. You gang banging.
A Democrat and a Republican.
Right.
They set tripping.
Okay. Yeah.
When you were in college, why didn't you pledge?
Man, when I was in college, man, I didn't have to join shit to fuck them hoes.
You done cut to the chase.
Ball players don't have to do that though.
Man, I was dunking on motherfuckers.
No ball players.
But look,
I played ball in high school and it was easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
you used to have your hat on and holler at them hoes, didn't you?
But in high school, you had in high school though you had cliques. That's just different version, a different name for a gang. But you had cliques.
But college is a little bit different because like
crews.
You got folks that they invent themselves when they get to college, and then they find out if they're not athletes or wealthy, then they have to associate with an organization, and 9 out of 10 times it is a fraternity or a sorority. I remember when I got to the University of Tennessee, they had just started having black fraternities, and Knoxville College was across the street, and it was a whole different culture. All right. And I had a buddy that plays Kappa, and they made him stand up, and they say, point, right? And this little bitty dude that otherwise wouldn't have came at him like that, slapped the shit out of him, man. You know? And I was like, what'd you do when that nigga slapped you, man?
Hazing?
Man,
Wow.
I wanted to make it, man. I wanted to cross the burning sands. I said,
that's shameful.
Yeah, that is.
When you on the streets and you join a gang, I'm not talking about now. Nowadays, I don't know what gangbanging is anymore. I know that the Vice Lords was a community group when it first started.
Just like the Bloods and Crips.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like 18th Street.
Right.
Because it was all theirs was community based. So
it was something
Conscious
that
revolution
was
in process or in progress was Crips. Conscious revolution in progress. Crips.
I didn't know that. I learned that by listening to you right now.
Into
Me too.
gangbangers. But it started as all of these offshoots of those Panther movements, and you know, Oakland was really big in that by starting that, and then it came down to the Bloods and Crips, and they didn't start off as gangs, as black on black crime. But again, propaganda coming into your community, doing business with niggas in your community who might not be doing well. You hit that nigga off with a piece of bread, but you hit him off with a piece of bread with something attached to it. Now this nigga is in your community working against that conscious revolution in progress. So it's really easy to buy niggas off when you ain't got shit.
Right.
You know, the thing that troubles me the most about any gang, quote unquote, is when most of the stuff that go down that turns violent, if you peel it back, all the layers, it's over some motherfucker in the group who got a bitch that turned on him, and then he go and swear that somebody disrespected their neighborhood and all that. When you peel it all back 9 out of 10 times, it's over a girl.
Or money. Most of the time. The
times
ones
it's
I
a
know
girl.
is money, power.
Well, let me say this, man. I am wise enough to have sat back and watched a revolution happen with this gang shit. Because I'm telling you, man, where I lived in Robert Taylor home.
That's it right there. Just say no more. God damn.
There was a woman whose son played in the NBA. His name is Maurice Cheeks.
Okay.
Cheeks?
Yeah.
Maurice Cheeks'
Cheeks,
mama
yeah.
did not move out of the projects when his son was in the NBA.
Really?
The reason Maurice Cheeks' mama didn't move out of the projects when her son was in the NBA is because everybody in the neighborhood knew Miss Cheeks Miss Moore,
Right,
another
right.
elder in the building.
Right, right.
The women, the kids, etc., you were not a target, nor could you make an excuse for hurting one of them motherfuckers if you was a gang member. Gang members would fight like a motherfucker where I'm from, but you didn't fuck with the women.
Let's see.
And you didn't fuck with the kids at that time on that gangbanging shit.
Right.
Even girls who called themselves up under the gangbangers was not allowed to be out there fighting like that. Because motherfuckers would be like, bitch, you better get the fuck out of here. This the
Right.
people she with.
Oh,
you know what?
There's some street shit going on out here. Bitch, you would
Yeah,
slow us
yeah.
down.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
There was leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean
Yeah,
when I say
yeah.
leadership zone?
Yes. And
Yeah.
but you hitting on something that's real big too. The rules of engagement was different then too. Back then, gangs or niggas, individuals would knuckle up and fight.
Exactly.
When when the pimp or when the punk got put on a pedestal is when gunplay came in, because the gun is the great equalizer. I don't have to be nice with my hands.
I'd have to be stronger than you, bigger
I'll
than
just
you.
pull
Yeah.
out this gun and shoot you. That's when the wimp took over the hood, because he knew he couldn't throw down with nobody. So he gets his gun, and that puts him on equal playing field with an unarmed nigga who can throw them things. That's when the shit changed.
So as I got older, I watched how the neighborhoods have changed, where women can get stuck up, kids can get shot by gang members who just fighting and just randomly shooting into crowds and stuff like that.
Right.
This is what because this is gonna come back to that fraternity shit. I'm gonna bring it back. Just trust me, it's coming. The people in charge of this country understood that all you have to do is alter the mind, break the leadership.
Oh yeah.
And then it's going to be chaos. So now, what is it, 2015? It's all chaos in the street. Everything go. If you walk past a woman laying dead in the street, it's not even a shock. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Who done killed this woman out here?
Nobody
you know
give
what I'm
fuck no
saying?
more, yeah.
When you see it now, motherfuckers be like, that bitch was out here, she got killed.
She been out here for 3 days now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people walking by
picked up,
videotaping.
man.
That's it.
Shit.
That's
Little
all.
boy gets shot now. Little boy gets shot in the street by whoever. It ain't an uproar. It's not like, oh my God.
Right.
You just
One of the
pick up and keep
kids in the
moving.
community got killed unnecessarily over nothing.
Yeah.
How did we get here? Anybody want to tell me? Because I watched it happen.
Well, I remember when that movie Boys in the Hood came out, and people started imitating what they saw in that movie. They started turning guns sideways.
That's the stupidest thing.
And I'm like, okay, that's a movie. But now you out here in these streets riding. You see that nigga that you got a beef with. You turn that gun sideways. You missed him, shot through Miss Maybell's house, hit her in the throat, and kept on going. And it's like, okay. And then I started, they was having funerals like crazy in the 80s here in L.A., and it was just out of control. And there was a funeral, and they had a shootout in the cemetery. You know, they did the little thing where they pulled.
No respect,
the
yeah.
movie, this is for the brothers that ain't here. And I started seeing the relationship between what they were watching on television and in movies play out in the streets. It's like, ain't nobody coming home from this shit here. You know, this shit's over with. All right. And that's one aspect of it, man. The media has promoted that kind of behavior. And we have allowed that to happen to the extent where you can't even hardly talk to kids. Now, when you meet a gang member one-on-one and he's from your neighborhood, cause I seen Zoe do that one day. This youngster was coming down the street in his neighborhood, and he was by himself, and Zoe stepped to him. And I was like, now, if he was with his crew, couldn't do that. You couldn't really do that like that unless you're ready to get with this whole bunch, you know. And that's what's so sad. They really ain't all of that on an individual level. But when they get in them cliques, it's a problem.
This dude right here tells me on Twitter, he says, frats and gangs, two different things. Gangs have a negative side. Frat, you look up national programs and the difference is clear.
What is he talking about?
Now, I'm just going to say one of the coldest gangs in the world is a secret society fraternal order, and that's the Order of Skull and Bones. Now, when we talk about the Boule, which is the founder of the Black Greeks, the Divine Nine.
What is a Black Greek? Oh, tell me that after you answer what you said.
Right.
It's an oxymoron.
Right. When you look up the Boule, when you look up the Boule, again, it was founded in Philadelphia. Some brothers who felt like we're educated, we're professional, we don't fit in with the white folk because they racist, and we too smart for the niggas. So we better than the niggas, the average nigga, we better than them, but we're not quite good enough to fuck with white folk. So we're going to start our own fraternal order.
Version of white folk.
Well, what they did was...
Cut to the chase on this.
What they did was they fucked around and got the manual from Harvard for Skull and Bones. The same dude who wrote that manual, right, wrote the Boule's manual. And then later wrote the manual for the Alphas. So the Alphas are the first, right? And then you get the rest of them coming out of that. All orders of conduct. So when you say, the frats aren't gangs,
that's nonsense.
Come on, man. If you go to Harvard or Yale, wherever the Skull and Bone, I think it's Yale. You go to Yale. Most of the motherfuckers who come out of Skull and Bone already have leadership positions all over the world to maintain white supremacy all over the world. Now, when you get down to black folks, it's a code of conduct of how you move and operate within that construct. Fuck up, you get plucked. Simple and plain.
But I want to make sure people understand what you're saying, Zoe. So in layman terms, basically what you're saying, this whole Black Greek ideology is niggas who are willing to obey.
Absolutely.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
So what else? How could you feel like you better than the gangbanger on the street who is basically not willing to obey? I mean, he might not have the right guidance to do what he's supposed to do,
but he's free.
This motherfucker, you see what I'm saying?
But he's free.
Mentally, he like, fuck all this shit. But if you are, or if you know the history of this whole Black Greek ideology, how the fuck can you stand proud on some motherfucking shit where basically you are saying, okay, master, I follow your rules and I make my rules against the ones that's weaker than me.
You know, it's another.
Is that wrong, though? Am I saying it wrong?
In a way, what it does is it enforces and reinforces black classism.
Somebody say learning how to coon.
It enforces black classism. It makes black people who are quote unquote well-to-do look down on those who aren't. Now, sure, there are examples, right, of fraternities who get out there and do community service. But it's community service to change the psychology of those that think they're helping. In other words, just like a fucking missionary will show up to the ancient Mayans and burn their holy books and say, now take this cross and this Bible, we're here to help you.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
That's what it's doing, right? Because it's enslaving them to a psychology and a thought process that's in alignment with white supremacy.
Well, let me just say this real quick. You take any gang in this world, any member of the street gangs in the world, do you think they will allow what I saw on the internet for this shit called Kappa wedding? I don't know who ever seen this shit, Kappa wedding.
I hadn't seen it.
But if you see it, you will realize how close we are to the last day.
Okay.
Because these two niggas got married.
Kappas?
Listen to me, brother.
No, what?
I was crying while I was watching it because I was like, it's the end of the world. These two niggas got married and they families was all in. The fathers, the mothers showing up acting like this is some shit.
The noobs?
I don't know what. I don't know. It's a Kappa wedding and they was doing that Kappa shit. Except in the bed, they was capping ass.
Shut up. Now, but you don't know, just because their family was there doesn't mean that they actually are down with that or support it. They might just want their child in their life still. A lot of times that just happens though too.
I want to ask Dee a question, and I want you to answer this honestly because it won't hurt my feelings, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings.
Right.
If I had a son who was gay and he got married, I wouldn't go to the wedding. Does that make me evil?
Well, no, but you're still going to love him as your son, though, right? If you want him in your life, you're still going to love him. Nobody's saying...
borrow a couple of dollars here and there, I might pass.
No, but you're not going to ixnay him out of your life. If you still want a part of your son's life, you don't have to agree with his choices, but you don't have to ixnay him from your family. I mean, if you want him to be a part of your life, but if not, you don't have to. But nobody's saying that anybody has to agree with it.
Right, okay.
Or
but
be comfortable with it.
I said, do you feel like that make me evil?
No.
Okay, good, because I don't think I'm evil. But
you're uncomfortable with it. With me, I just think that people.
If my son walked in my living room and said, "Dad, this is Leroy,"
you know what?
Me and Leroy finna get married. I'll be like, "Look, you and Leroy do what the fuck y'all gonna do, but don't ever bring that bullshit to me again. I'm a man. I'm a man. I represent
manhood,
man shit, and I don't give a fuck if you my son and I love you. I don't fuck with you on that level. Yeah. Don't bring that shit to pops.
Hey, did you see the gay cats who are trying to infiltrate?
Gay is a gang. Go ahead.
For sure. Did you see them trying to infiltrate the AKAs? Now the AKAs are girls. They're some of the finest girls.
Not anymore.
They not fine no more, Bobby?
No, not
damn, Bobby.
Out of all them frat bitches, I mean them sorority bitches.
Oh, damn.
The AKAs are the better
sisterhood
looking bitches. Some of them bitches be like, I'm a sorority member. I be like, well, bitch, I know you one of them, what's them ugly bitches?
Stop.
I forgot the name of them bitches, but it's a group of ugly bitches.
The Deltas.
Most of them bitches, when you see them,
you talking about a certain.
As soon as they say who they are, you be like, I knew it was one of them ugly bitches.
I bet you the chat room know who it is.
Hey, everybody.
He said just what you said, Bobby.
What?
What's the name of the ugly?
He said Delta.
The ugly. There it is. Zetas. There it is. Everybody's saying
why
Zeta.
is everybody saying Zetas?
Can we get a picture of some Zetas?
Delta Sigma Theta.
Go on the internet, pull up 4 Zetas, and then pull up 4 AKAs, and then pull up 4. What's the mother bitches?
Skin,
Beta, Theta, Zeta, right?
Yeah.
It used to be dark skin. Like, I just want to say this.
All them brown bear looking bitches.
If we ain't got enough problems, that Greek shit just piled in another.
And why would you be black and want to become a Greek anyway?
It's oxymoron.
It's crazy.
Yes.
But because people will try to justify it the same way they try to justify the Bible because it's what they know and this is what somebody told them.
Okay.
But instead of doing the research and starting to answer questions that will come if you know about black Greeks, if you know about the Bible. Questions will come if you really study this.
How did y'all end up in this shit?
Right.
You either going to ignore the truth that will come to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Or
see,
you going to
do the police take the time to ask
like
you if
you don't know what's happening.
No, the police don't ask you if you're a Capo or a Q.
Getting ready to get your ass whooped. That's what they gonna want.
But I tell you what, this is what people don't understand about charity. Let's just get charity together because a lot of times people will justify the atrocities of, say, the church in the name of the charity that the church does. Or they'll try to justify the atrocities or the cultural atrocity of what being a black Greek is via the charity that they do.
Delta dick suckers. Go ahead.
Right. Understand this about charity. Right? America provides billions of dollars of aid to different countries, third world countries. But the backhanded manipulation in that is your country owes us that aid back. So what we'll do is, we know you too fucking poor to pay that aid back. We'll come in and assess what resources you have. Oh, you got oil? Thank you. You mine the oil for us. We'll give you pennies on the motherfucking dollar. And then once we get the oil and take it to the market, it's worth 5, 10, 15, 25, 100 times more than what it was when you fucking toiled to give it to us.
Who's
to
doing
pay
this,
off
Zoe?
your aid.
Right. Zoe, who's doing that?
Oh, that's America.
Who is that? Who's in charge?
You talking about the CEO of the United States of America?
Who's
the CEO
charge?
of the United States of America is Barack Obama right now.
What?
That's the president. He is the CEO of the United States of America.
He is the COON.
You know what?
Of everything. That's all he is. Don't ever think it's anything different. That's why he will speak and fight for people who
the president
like to,
technically
who like
is the
to butt
CEO
fuck each other.
The Pentagon.
Man, fuck that nigga.
You know,
okay, can I ask a quick question about that? After that was released, that video.
Which video?
And they had the one that you were
the
first
one, the
referring
racist
for.
video where the average group of Caucasians, college folks was doing what the average
the little
group
chant,
of
their
Caucasians
song, their
yeah.
memorized
what a nigga won't
popular
do.
song for them. Who was it? Was it the president? Who was it of the school that said, "Okay, well, that's it. We're removing them or whatever"? I mean, so what does that do? Was that done just to make people think like, okay, look what I'm doing. I'm not about that. It's okay. What's your take on that? Because didn't they say right away that he was ending that chapter? Is that what he said?
It'll be back next year.
It'll be back.
Right away he got on there and he said some kind of, didn't he have some
It'll be
kind of
back.
line? I'm trying to think of what
It'll
he
be
said.
back.
He said some
They'll
kind
be
of
back
speech.
next year.
It'll
This
be
is what
back.
happened when I went to Iceland. When you call somebody a racial slur, it is a serious offense. You can go to jail. No, you go to jail and you pay a hefty fine.
In Iceland.
Call a motherfucker a nigger or a honky or whatever you want in Iceland.
It's
Them
on.
motherfuckers will kick you out the country. Is it racist in Iceland? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. But I'm saying the way
Different
they govern their
sensibility.
citizens, they nip that bullshit in the bud. The only motherfucking racism gonna be going on is by the motherfuckers with power. But all you motherfuckers who walk in the street, you gonna behave amongst each other because it's mainly Caucasian people out there. From what I saw in this melting pot of America, they manipulate all this shit.
Right.
If they wanted to stop bullshit from happening, like what happened we saw in that video, motherfuckers so freely calling another race out, saying what they not gonna have and everything, they would make laws against it.
Well, you know, I think we can also regulate some of it if there's a chain reaction to this. I got a feeling that ain't gonna be the only kid to decommit from Oklahoma. I think it's gonna be some other kids that change their mind about going to Oklahoma. Hold
on, Bobby. I'm sorry, but they already have people who decommitted.
Stop. You
So what is that up there? Is that those are Zetas? Okay, let's analyze this picture.
The one on the end.
We got the light skinned girl with the glasses, with the forehead like old boy on that Van Damme movie. You can't kill me, Burke. I'm the Sandman. She got a forehead. I don't know.
Hey, she's pretty.
Who, the one with the forehead?
They're all beautiful sisters.
Okay, we got the girl next to the girl with the forehead and the glasses. Okay, this bitch is destined to be a manager at a grocery store.
Is that a gang sign?
Oh,
Are they
my
flashing
God.
gang sign?
Well, that's their
just
sign.
saying, that
They've
bitch is-
got that right.
This bitch is desperate to be. She's destined to be a manager at a grocery store. Then you got the other light skinned bitch who need to save every dime she got to go to Brazil and get her body
Stop it.
rearranged.
Come on,
This
she
bitch-
ain't that bad.
That bitch wide. That bitch wide. Her baby gonna be wide. Her pussy. She have any kids, she gonna have wide babies come out that motherfucker. That pussy gonna look like goddamn it a pillow slip when you throw it in the washing machine. Have you ever looked at a pillow slip in the washing machine? That motherfucker be like.
You know what?
That's what that pussy look like. Goddamn it, when that baby come out, that big motherfucker. Then you got the girl next to the big wide bitch. It it ain't like she's a hideous bitch. It's just it's something about her. Well, I know her whole life she gonna be talking about why you cheat on me. Bitch, look at you. God damn it, you know I could get better hoes than you. I ain't cheating on you. I don't like you.
I think the girl is attractive. She has a nice smile. The one you're talking about right now.
The one I'm talking about right now.
Yeah,
I said she wasn't an ugly bitch, but she
got a very nice smile.
Get cheated on because you can do better than her. Anybody fucking her can do better than her. Then you got the bitch who got the nerve to have a short sleeve shirt on. This bitch is disrespecting herself by letting them arms hang.
Oh my God.
This bitch arms look like Jerome Bettis' thigh.
Oh my.
This bitch got running back thighs for arms. This bitch need on long sleeve everything. I don't give a fuck if it's 100 degrees outside, bitch. You going outside, you wearing long sleeve. Don't you ever show them arms again, bitch, whoever you are. Whoever know that bitch, email her and tell her don't show them motherfucking arms again.
Well, what do you got to say about the last one?
Now, the last bitch.
She cute.
Why is she cute? Before I go, what make her cute?
She got a nice smile, nice skin color. Come
nice
on.
Hair.
Okay.
Nice eyes. Okay.
Tall.
Okay. They all hate that bitch. Whenever somebody break into the group, they always say hi to her. The rest of them bitches be gathered in a circle because ain't nobody spoke to them. It be 4 dudes. All of them be talking to the tall bitch because ain't no cold bitches around.
Oh my.
So they all get on the tall bitch, not because she cold, just because out of that group, all of the men who expect more gonna go for the tall bitch. Them other bitches gonna be standing around talking about, they gonna be talking about gangbangers and all that shit. Cause ain't nobody, especially the bitch with the arm out. That bitch, I'll go buy that bitch a coat.
Wow.
Okay.
In June, I'll be like, bitch, put this coat on.
Okay, let's move on now.
All right,
so
bad.
those are the
Wow. Oh,
now who is
here
this?
we go. The Deltas.
Them Deltas. Now we ain't got time to go through them hoes, but they look a little better, even though it is one bitch up
I
there.
thought that was the sign of the Illuminati, according to some of the videos.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock.
It's a bitch up there.
Jay-Z holding
on top of the girl with the glasses. Look at the girl with the glasses.
Yeah.
What?
The girl with the glasses in that video. The
I
bitch
know.
on top of her fucked the pitch up.
You know what?
That bitch should have been in the back.
Stop. She is in the back.
They
Corey.
said something to her when it was over. Bitch, don't put your face in the picture up there no more.
Damn.
Get behind her hand, bitch.
Stop. Get behind a hand. Oh my God. That is
But those are the who?
The Deltas.
The Deltas.
The hand symbol is Roman for Delta.
What is it? It's
the
Roman.
hand symbol is Roman for
So
Delta.
what is Jay-Z throwing up?
The same sign.
So Jay-Z is...
And some people will see it and go, oh,
This is more like a
it's the
diamond.
pyramid. And then when
Yeah,
he
the
looks
pyramid,
through it,
exactly,
it's
yeah.
the eye of the pyramid. There's a lot of ignorant people out there who have no idea.
Are you learning? 5150 fans? Jay-Z bit his shit from some Deltas.
Is that what I said? I didn't say that.
This nigga was looking at some bitches and said, I'm going to do that shit.
No, this is the Rock.
Okay, here we go.
The
Hold
diamond.
on, let's move on. Last but not
He did
least.
it. What?
This nigga stole his shit
Last
from the
but not
Here's
least.
the AKAs.
Now who are these? Okay, the worst of them bitches is the bitch who look like she pregnant hiding behind that bitch shoulder.
You know what?
You see that bitch, the first bitch standing up on the far, the bitch with the homie the clown haircut.
Wow. Homie the clown
Yeah, the bitch
haircut.
with the homie the clown haircut. I ain't mad. That's the worst of them, and she looked better than almost all the bitches on that first bitch. Like if her and the tall bitch from the first bitch was there, motherfuckers be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck the homie the clown hair
So what's
bitch."
that sign the girl in the center got though?
I'm not sure.
It's gang sign, man.
I don't know no gangs
doing
throw
that.
that up.
This bitch hiding her chin. She just got
What's
fixed.
that one from the
I will say this though.
What is that, D?
Remember that one movie? I forgot.
This
what
bitch doing When Doves Cry. This bitch went to the Prince Purple Rain.
Oh my God! But I'll tell you one
thing.
thing though that I noticed that if I can say that the other ones there were more the sisters had more a natural look to them, whether it's makeup
Which
and
one?
hair.
Which
The
one?
first
You
the
talking
first ones.
The first
Even
one.
this picture here, there's more. But in that last
natural
one,
hair in that
no,
picture.
but and then look at the last one he just put up.
Hold on, you think it's natural hair in this first
I
picture?
just said more, of course.
So you think
one on the left,
running back arm got natural hair?
That looked like it could be her hair. Sure, it's pressed.
You think tall bitch that's her hair?
I said the majority of them have more of a natural look. Like
Ain't
they're not
none
tripping.
of them bitches
and then you
natural.
got these here where it's all done up.
Listen,
am I seeing things?
You
Come
Mexican, so you can't say what I'm finna say.
Somebody got a bad little Zeta right here. They sent me a picture.
Who is that?
Whose hair is that?
Who's that bitch?
You know what, Bobby? You are
They
too much.
sent me a picture of some Zetas.
Who is that?
That look good. I don't know.
That bitch look good. So your standards.
You know, here we go.
Let me shut up.
Let me shut up.
No, look, that bitch. That ain't her natural hair.
It don't matter. It doesn't
about
matter.
I just think the girl is pretty.
Let me tell you something about my sisters in this country.
PhD Zeta.
They don't wear their natural hair that much.
It's gone.
They don't feel like they are attractive if they wear their natural hair.
Yeah, but you don't also think that comes too from the men at the same time?
I ain't never been no
the
hair
pressure and all that from the men as well.
Societal pressure. I understand what you're saying, but
you'd be okay then with everybody, because not everybody can rock a Halle Berry cut.
Right. Not everybody's head is shaped
or
like
fade,
that.
or fade or whatever.
But
like
let's do this. Let's get back to the topic, because a lot of the topic doesn't have to do with the fraternity culture. It has to do with some racist white people, right?
Yeah.
We talking about black fraternity culture. A lot of what happened in Oklahoma didn't have anything to do with black fraternity
you
culture.
can't ignore the fact that we have always. Franz Fanon was right when he said the oppressed take on the worst characteristics of the oppressor. Because we had enough problem before that goddamn Greek shit hit us, man. Because when I went to school, I saw these brothers swear that this was a fraternal brotherhood, and I saw these guys run cats around. I had a partner from Chicago, man. He was a good-looking brother. He was already popping. I said, man, why you president, man? You don't really need. You got girls, man. Because the rest of them little niggas was in there because they couldn't get girls, right? Soon as he got online, man, they tied up all his time and started chasing his girl, man.
But that's
what you gonna call that nigga your brother?
Your brother, right? Yeah.
But that's what it is.
Brother, they lined these cats up against a wall and threw eggs at him. Hit this one brother. He almost lost his eye trying to become a capper. What kind of brotherhood is that when you throwing eggs at a nigga? Fuck that shit.
It's a bunch of goofy motherfuckers who have fun by making fools out of motherfuckers goofy enough to want their acceptance.
I was getting ready to play as Capper.
That's a good one for you. That's it. Yeah.
What? That's what it
is.
Yeah,
men interested in Capper, right? First of all, you got to pay $125 to get your ass whooped. I said, wait a minute, I got a problem with that, number one. Number two, that little motherfucker right there, you in my weight class, man. I will fuck you up. You talking about point, and you gonna slap me out of me for what? What the fuck you gonna slap me for? Oh, man, it's a part of... No. You wouldn't slap me if we weren't standing in this motherfucking room.
Hazing.
Trying to be no goddamn capper.
Just hazing.
How do you defend allowing yourself being hazed by a whole bunch of goofy ass motherfuckers?
They won't fight polio with a donation, man. You know.
Damn. Boom. Bobby. But I will say this: Spike Lee, great movie.
Yeah.
Squish it.
You know, school days.
Squish it.
Right.
School days.
But I will say this: when you look back,
somebody said Kappas eat donuts off dicks.
Damn.
What?
I will say this though: when you look at what the black Greeks have done, they're mimicking what white boys do.
Somebody said
they're mimicking what white boys do.
Bobby was on the God show.
Stop.
Fuck. He was on the Gong Show.
Stupid motherfucker.
Look up at that thing.
No, but it's a mimicking what the white boy does, and all that is let's keep our resources within ourselves. If I'm a Q and you're a Q and I work at this company and I'm looking at all of these different resumes, I see my frat brother, I'm gonna get him in, right?
That's where it goes.
That I mean, and that part, cool.
So there's got
that part is cool.
Yeah.
But what the part that I don't like is when, okay, this person didn't go to school, but he, like for instance, 50, that motherfucker brilliant. 50 Cent. That's a brilliant business-minded motherfucker.
Made a terrible decision going against Floyd.
Hey, that motherfucker brilliant. Whether you like him or not, whether you agree with him or not, whether you listen to his music or not, that nigga brilliant. But because a motherfucker will stereotype him as just, oh, that's just a thug ass nigga who got shot up a couple times. He's just a rapper. You miss what that nigga's mind is. Jay-Z the same way. Oh, that nigga's an ex-dope dealer, blah, blah, blah. You miss that nigga's brilliant too. And because he didn't go to school, because he didn't pledge or do it the way they think you're supposed to do it. Remember, that rapping is, to me, like a code of conduct of how black people supposed to act in a fashion that doesn't offend whites. I'm talking about the black Greeks and how you behave and how you perform. And I'm saying that's not the only way to succeed in America. This is how Jay-Z comes through the side door. You know, he blows up, and next thing you know, now he's with fucking Warren Buffett and all these other motherfuckers.
What did he do that was brilliant? I'm just wondering.
I'm just talking about. Listen.
I'm just asking, like I didn't know.
When you look at what he did with the Rockefeller Company, all of the business deals he did, all of the marketing plans he put in place.
You know how many got diabetes behind that nigga right now?
Listen, you talking about end result. I'm talking about what he did. I don't give a fuck about any of that.
And how he just
I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Zoe, you an intelligent guy.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think he was allowed to do those deals?
Hey, it goes back to what Bobby is saying in terms of, okay, I'm going to allow you to do this. Well, let's just talk about just the content of the music in and of itself. Oh, that content right there is going to keep enmity in the community.
What
oh, nigga, if I do an album called TOS, Terminate on Sight, oh, that keeps niggas. First off,
shot.
Like for his, yeah, he did. So hear what I'm saying.
Great role model. 50 Cent.
I didn't say 50 was a role model. I'm saying before Malcolm is Malcolm X, he's Sonny Red. He Detroit Red.
Right.
So that motherfucker, Malcolm X, was in Detroit Red.
But he didn't glorify Detroit.
We're not saying I'm not even talking about the glorification. It prevents you from seeing the point that's being made.
That's what I'm trying to
And the point is the motherfucker was great even as Sonny Red. Even as Detroit Red, the motherfucker was great. He had to develop that greatness. And if motherfuckers don't have a chance to develop that greatness, they never reach Malcolm X status.
Malcolm X apologized for Detroit Red.
That's fine. I can apologize for a lot of fucked up shit I've done.
Damn bullshit ass soda he got motherfuckers drinking.
I ain't tripping on 50 Cent
I ain't
or
tripping.
Jay-Z.
I'm just saying that's some bullshit.
Or whoever. 50 Cent and Jay-Z are not the same thing. 50 Cent
I'm not saying
came up with something called, some vitamin water. Let me say this real quick. They didn't want him to keep getting that money, so they bought it out. Dr. Dre had Beats by Dre. He went into it with Monster Cable. He got rid of Monster Cable.
Who is Monster Cable?
A white company.
Another company.
Went over there and started making the units himself and selling them, getting money.
Oh, okay.
They don't like that. They bought Beats by Dre. I'm not blind. I watch what happened. When you have an invention that makes money, they're going to get it up out of you.
And now they're talking about canceling the Beats by Dre headphones. They're talking about, okay, we're not even going to use those anymore.
It's predictable. They bought it to destroy it.
Right.
So when you say Jay-Z, I say this. Jay-Z is allowed to operate in America.
Well,
do we disagree that?
Yeah.
Him and Beyonce are allowed to operate in America.
Well, if his wife is promoting feminism, right? Feminism is an ideology that has been contentious at best.
It's gang.
It's a gang. It's a woman gang. It's the female mafia.
Right.
So again, you get behind this ideology, we elevate you to this status. Whenever you come out on the motherfucking Grammys and feminism is in lights behind you, that's propaganda.
That's what makes you not brilliant to me. See, a brilliant motherfucker is a motherfucker like Louis Farrakhan.
Yeah, it's called On the Creep.
Who was so brilliant the people from other countries wanted to give him money
support his movement,
to support his movement, and the U.S. government told him, you can't bring that money into the United States of America.
See, that was Gaddafi.
That is the ultimate gangster shit by a black man in this country.
No question.
Ain't nobody in the world ever done nothing like that.
I give it to you.
They just flat out said, you can't bring that money over here.
I give it to you, but I will. Hold on, Bobby. Let me get this one out, and then.
So that shit them other motherfuckers is doing, I'm watching it, Zoe. I'm watching it.
You right.
I'm not trying to offset what you saying for bullshit. I just don't want nobody to think what them niggas doing is anything but conforming.
The conforming within the construct of the game, and any businessman who watches what they do within the construct of the game. Now, fucking Farrakhan is not within the construct of the game.
You motherfucker, you made that point. He ain't with them motherfuckers. He is
not in the construct of the game.
As he proves this time and time again.
But for what them niggas is doing, if them niggas is playing checkers, them niggas is triple jumping niggas with the business moves they doing.
The thing they created something, like I'm saying 50, Dre. I have nothing against these people. In fact, I love Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre helped me be on his commercials. I met the man solid. But I'm saying, they created something. The government was like, we not going to let you have that. We just going to give you a gang of money to get the fuck on. And you really ain't got no choice but to sell it and get the fuck on.
Right. And everybody else thinks it's amazing.
If you want to live over here.
Right.
Well, what's name is still living here, and I'm not arguing or debating with either one of y'all. The reason Farrakhan was such a threat, because I don't buy all of the stuff, on a religious level. But what he did was create products. He had farms, okay? He was doing deals back 30 years ago where they was getting that Icelandic fish, and then they had farms in Michigan and in Illinois, and they was actually trading with foreign nations. And that's why Gaddafi and them looked at them and said, you know what? We're going to do two things. We're going to do what business people do. They didn't give him shit. They said, look, we're going to invest $5 million into what you're doing because you've already been successful at it. Because they already had farms that were producing food stuff that they could trade with other people outside the boundaries of the United States. They didn't want to see us replicate that business model. The thing that's missing in our community is the ability to produce and manufacture things that people will buy.
Why, though, Bobby? Agreed. Why? This is important. Why is that missing?
It's missing because we keep following preachers.
Let me tell
That's
you
one reason.
Let me tell you something, Bobby. The reason it's missing is because you're not allowed to do it.
That's
if you did it, it would be destroyed. Somebody will come to you with a bag of money and say, good job, Mr. Glantine. You created some shit that was a good business model and everything. But we going to give you this money.
And then they get satisfied with the amount.
No, they gonna give you an amount that's so big.
But that's what I'm saying, just like with Dre. So
if you don't take the money, we gonna take it and kill you.
So do yourself a favor and take the money. That's right. I'm going to make an offer you can't refuse.
If that was true, Corey,
black preachers hustle the lost.
Nation down a long time ago. The reason that they don't go after the nation is a part of a larger nation. Muslims, whether they black Muslims or whatever, they are part of the same tribe. And Farrakhan made that connection long enough ago that if they ever move on him, they're going to have some problems internationally. Internationally, you can count on it. The one thing I'm going to always say on this show and anytime I get a chance to speak, white people are not super duper. They are flawed. They on the back end of their run right now. The world is getting darker every day. All you got to do is go downtown L.A. The Chinese is building like a motherfucker in downtown L.A. They own property all over this country, and these crackers can't take shit from them because they owe them too much money. So it may seem like they invincible, but they got weaknesses and flaws.
They want you to think. They want you to feel that way.
Wars are fought over material shit.
Nobody is saying the beast is invincible.
That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is I'm trying to get people to recognize what gang behavior, mob behavior is.
I get you.
And a lot of times you are not as advanced as you would be. because of mob
That's true.
behavior.
That's true.
Example,
Get
what we
caught up.
saw in that video.
Right.
That is mob behavior. They used to hang in this country, black people, and it used to be something where
It was a party.
they serve liquor.
Why you gotta go back that far? You remember
No.
just a few years ago, it was a terrorist act. Remember that black man that was walking down the street and they tied him to the back of that truck and
drug him, yeah.
until he was invisible? That's terrorism, man.
But you know what? The beast.
And the point I'm trying to make is, with this whole 5150 movement, is to know who the enemy is.
Yeah.
Recognize who it is, because sitting around blaming yourself, you can do that for as long as you want to.
Right.
There is something going on that is standing on top of your motherfucking progress.
So,
and you need to know who it is and what it is. It's just everybody is scared to say what it is.
And they're
No, you're right.
comfortable
Man,
because
you're
they
so
see some
fucking
change
right.
and they get comfortable about it. And then they see something like this and wake back up.
Bobby just said something that was very poignant. He said the beast or the white man is not invincible. But I will say this: the beast, the white man, white supremacy, the system, whatever, is for most motherfuckers, it's not invincible, but it's for most motherfuckers invisible. Most motherfuckers have
Bobby,
no
he's
all we
idea.
talk about is the white
He's
man.
making a good point.
But why
It's
is we always
invisible.
talking about the white man then? If he's invisible, why are we always talking about the white man?
I'm talking about the infrastructure is invisible.
I know what
That's
you're saying.
different than the perception. The perception is whitey everywhere you turn. Whitey.
Because Bobby, you just said
That's not what I'm saying.
Preachers.
If it's invisible, it's not whitey.
hold on, he just said preachers are a problem.
Big problem.
Preachers
Big problem.
ain't got nothing on the people who fucking allow them
You really believe
to
that?
preach
Look.
and fuck you
Look.
over. Because
Look.
the reason
Yep.
they go out there and
That's
preach,
so minor to them, right?
the reason they
Preacher's
go out
minor
there
to
and preach is because they're allowed to preach. You can't go out there and talk about men who fuck men. You will get your business shut down.
All that.
You will get all this stuff that the beast wants in his society, a la, what's that TV show called everybody talking about?
Empire.
That moist shit. That's what they want. They want to put that moist shit in your face. That's cool. So them preachers,
They're
them
a problem.
motherfuckers are allowed to talk that way because they ain't doing nothing but helping motherfuckers be lost.
So let me make this.
That makes them a problem.
Let me make this. Let me make this clear.
They not the main
What?
problem.
85%. Let me make this clear.
Big problem.
85% of most Methodist preachers are Masons.
What got Methodist, Baptist,
Hear the point.
Episcopalian?
Hear the point. Most preachers in America are Mason.
Again and again.
And I'm
another
speaking
organization.
specifically of the Methodists.
But most
Hey, there's
blacks
a
are
method to my madness if you would listen.
But most blacks are Baptist.
I'm just telling you, most preachers. Now, when we talk about Corey's point about the black preacher, let's just take the black preacher.
That's what I was talking about.
When Margaret Sanger, right, the lady who fucking created Planned Parenthood, her way to get into the black community to fucking promote her eugenics program, she first did it with black preachers.
Gang chiefs.
I'm going to pay these niggas to go talk that talk to the people I'm trying to fucking eliminate with the Planned Parenthood program. This is what I mean. The beast is invisible because it comes to you looking like what you get down with.
I know what you're saying.
Yep.
All right, here's what I'm saying. They just had the celebration of the Selma March. The same preachers that started all that walking 50 years ago, the one that's left, walked across that bridge again into the city of Selma, Alabama, where they had the lowest graduation rate in Selma, Alabama, in the state of Alabama. And they acted like that was something to celebrate when 50 years later we still don't have a permanent right to vote. You got the wrong people leading the right movement. We have always, in my lifetime, been led by preachers. You go to any meeting, whether it's about construction, education, or whatever, it's a room full of preachers. We got the wrong
what
people
you're saying,
representing our
Bobby.
interests.
But why is it hard?
Nobody
for
is
you
disagreeing with Bobby.
Wait, let me
I
say
agree
this.
with Bobby.
I think I got a way to word it where I might be
Shit.
able to break through. If what you're saying is true, and I agree with what you're saying is true, why is it hard for you to understand that the reason they are allowed to do that is because what they are doing
we tolerate
is absolutely nothing but some shit that's helping ignorance.
No,
They spread.
Some of us need to stop them.
How about
guys.
this?
We need to stop them, man.
How about this?
Following them niggas, man.
I agree that
stop following them.
Black preachers from Baptist churches, I agree, most of it is ignorance. Because whenever you question church folks about what they talking about, whether it be money or this Holy Ghost or whatever, they dismiss you without an answer.
Yep.
They act like something wrong with you.
They act like you crazy for questioning. And questioning and questioning is the motherfucking base element of intelligence. If you're an intelligent being, you're questioning. Now, but by basically saying fuck questioning, have faith.
Just
nigga, that's stripping you of intelligence.
Yeah.
You gonna get put out of church the minute you
So Bobby, don't ever think that we know. I mean, what you saying about black preachers, and I'm not dogging all black preachers because some of them have the intent and the integrity to be heard. But most of them, especially the ones in power,
that's what I'm talking
about, are the boy fuckers. All that shit that happened in Atlanta with that man, Eddie Long, and these motherfuckers turn a blind eye to that. You can't tell me shit.
He's still taking bread right now. He's still making money.
If you a man who goes to Eddie Long Church, what the fuck is you finna tell me about any motherfucking thing? Motherfucker, he fucking them boys. And you sitting up here listening to what this motherfucker got to say.
Worse than that, he said
boy monkey.
He gave
this nigga like youth Twizzlers.
He gave $20 million of poor folk money to them boys.
Wow. And they still giving them
$20
money.
million of poor folk money.
He's a gangbanger. Literally. You know, when I say literally, that's what it is when 3 dudes in a room and people busting nuts. That's gangbanging. That boy is a gangbanger for real.
Man.
He gets skeeted, he skeet in man booty.
God,
and got the nerve to sit up here and talk about the will of the Lord.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out my face with that dumb shit, boy. I ain't that motherfucker. Shut the fuck up talking to me. The fuck you gonna say to me? We gon' fight, little swole motherfucker.
But again,
which I'll be scared as hell to fight Eddie Long, because if that motherfucker get to my asshole.
Oh.
Oh my God, I got to move to Switzerland. I can't be seen in this country again.
If Eddie Long gets to you,
if Eddie Long and TD Jakes gang up on me,
just your ball closet.
Stop.
I'm done. I will be like, we are live remote from Switzerland with the 5150 show.
Shit happened.
I'm drinking some cocoa right now because I can't be seen in the States. I got butt raped by them boys.
Damn.
Who skeet dookie and skeet.
Is that show still on television? The Preachers of L.A.
Oh Lord, I don't.
They would let a show like that be on LA because it will misguide you. But them dumb motherfuckers who was sitting in that motherfucking circle singing that racist ass shit, you fucked up because of the internet age. The internet age, they wanted to make an example out of you to try and promote a fake agenda. Like y'all said, them people will be allowed to get back to their thing as soon as the heat got out.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm.
But again,
You know what I'm saying?
Remember this.
Fuck all you motherfuckers.
Just pay attention. Watch the news objectively. Watch different types of news, different countries' news. BBC, Al Jazeera. Watch all that shit.
Ronan 75 said Deacon Prostate.
Exactly. Because let me just say this: whenever there's charity, there's an underlining agenda behind the charity. I'm not going to just give you shit for the sake of your well-being. So even if, say, the Divine Nine is out in the streets helping kids and raising kids and getting kids into school and helping them graduate, again, education is interwoven with the economy. That's why, nigga, as soon as everybody fucking graduate from college, they looking stupid because they got stupid debt and no jobs. It's integrated into the economy, right? So now you saying, oh, this is the best way to succeed. Well, you leading them motherfuckers to a dead end. Whereas at least the motherfucking street nigga got some kind of hustle about himself, right? He got some kind of hustle, some type of freedom thought in his mind that might create something. Well, I'm going to shoot that shit down unless it's within the framework of what we say is successful here in America. Where your piece of paper at with the debt associated with it?
But they won't call it that, even though that's exactly what it is, though. All that shit they say about education, your piece of paper with the debt associated with it. That's what education should be called. That's what black people should recognize education as. Not, I didn't mean to say just black people. All the indigenous people who are in this fucking wilderness of bullshit here in America, where they got people like Barack Obama who will stand up and act like he on your side and talk about you every time you stand up in the streets because you know something was wrong. He talked about the people who marched across the country about like their conduct and all this shit, but didn't say nothing about that motherfucking racist ass cop who got a son, by the way. That cop in Ferguson got a son too.
See?
So you ask me, I feel like I love that eye for an eye shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Eye for an eye. Let's go to war. I mean, I ain't saying that's what we supposed to do, but we up against a motherfucker who has consistently brought bullshit to everybody. Black, brown, yellow, red. You have been destroyed by this pale motherfucking horse that everybody know who the fuck he is, but scared to call him out.
Right.
Well, if you want peace, you have to be prepared for war. And I just want to make this one point about charity. Charity has never resulted in change. All right. And you've heard the parable, feed a person a fish, he eats for the day. You teach him how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. The model is fucked up. We got people conditioned to expect something for nothing. Ain't nobody giving you nothing that you can sustain. You're going to have to get it for yourself. Once you learn how to get it for yourself, you'll never do without.
But wait, Bobby, let me say this about what you just said about charity. I want to say to old girl Charity, who used to work at the Evergreen Plaza in Chicago, that charity you gave, bitch, that helped a motherfucker out, bitch. I was stressed out. That throat job was amazing. So not all charity. Charity from the Evergreen Plaza at the store. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody who shopped there know too. That bitch was amazing. Stand up and give yourself a clap now. Your son should be about 14 now. You should know what I'm talking about.
That was a
that was brilliant what you did that day.
And you gave her $40. That wasn't no charity.
No, I gave her more than $40.
Then that wasn't charity.
We ate at Denny's. I took the bitch to Denny's. I ate with her in Denny's. People saw us together.
That was not charity, man. That was bad change, bro.
Right. They have a black plaza. That's a Chicago motherfucker right there.
Yeah. That was something for something, man. You know.
Yo, if people want to check out that Boule stuff, man, they can look up Steve Coakley. He got a lot of videos about the origin of the Boule, the Divine Nine, all of that. You can look that shit up.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
So my last comment tonight is, please, people, we need to start a campaign. Drop that fucking song, "We Shall Overcome," someday. I'm so sick of that goddamn.
That's the worst song in fucking American history.
Someday. You can't find it on the calendar no motherfucking where. We shall. Man, y'all motherfuckers gonna die.
Right.
Waiting on someday.
Because as long as you sing it, that means you still in a position to be saved, to be to overcome. You're always in a disadvantage.
James Brown, give me some James Brown. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door, I'll get in my goddamn self, man.
Damn, we got Bobby heated up.
No, I'm sick of that song, man. You know, it just sounds like you're going to a funeral. We shall.
We gotta get ready to wrap this shit in a minute.
Damn that motherfucker.
But
song.
Darlene, what's going on with you nowadays? You got something you want to say to the people before we wrap up this?
I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting for my book to come out.
Yeah.
Hopefully in May. We ran into some problems with the authorization of a couple of photos. But
motherfuckers don't want that bullshit out there in the street.
Yeah, but I got all clearance, so it's good to go. I got it all good.
All right,
and I'm still instructing at the YMCA's here in LA, the Hollywood. I dropped the downtown.
Come take that look at that ass class.
Shut up. Corey tried it once and they ain't never been back. But Chris came Chris came, our engineer.
Chris came?
Yeah, Chris came to the Y. So, but he didn't take my strength class. I would love for him to do that. But anyway, I'm still instructing. So if anybody wants to come through at the Hollywood Y, you know what? Good, Chris.
So what's cracking with
right.
you? What's cracking with you?
There you go.
So laughing. I just want to say this. Look, Memphis, Chuckles. I'm there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. I know the fucking city coming out to fuck with me. I had a ball last time. They wasn't ready for it. But, you know, they had the highway staff that was at the show.
Hilarious.
Wow.
It was like, damn, bitch, I'll work. They was like, yeah, put my bitch to work. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna pick the bitch up about 2 in the morning. That's how crowded it was.
Wow.
Come on, Tennessee.
Fuck with me again, Memphis. Come see me again. That's what's up,
man.
That's important.
Mondays, T Radio V. The Zo What Morning Show on TRadioV.com. Also, Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, Dash Radio. You got to download your Dash app from your iPhone or your Android, Google. Y'all just got to get at us. Hot Button Radio, the voice of reason has returned. And that's what's happening. Oh, and the Zo What Morning Show Relationship Dismount Book Tour on Indiegogo. Please go there and support the movement on that. That book is going to be crazy. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Leaving a Negative Relationship. The greatest breakup book in the world. 12 chapters with exercises in it. It's crazy. I need your support. Go to my Indiegogo page, Zo What Morning Show Relationship Dismount Book Tour, and support that right now.
I want to thank the 5150 Nation. Y'all been trickling in for me, man. I'm getting some book sales and some momentum. I'm going to Texas Southern University next month to speak to some people. And finally, I want to say a shout out to William Carter in Philadelphia, Pavley in Townsend, Maryland, and Taylor Hill in Dallas, Texas. They got on with the Kangen water thing, man.
Oh, that's very nice.
That's what's up. So, look, 5150 Nation. So cool. Y'all don't be shy. Send that music in, man. We're going to try to get you on. Another week, another winner. We glad y'all came to fuck with us.
This was fire.
Motherfuckers. You stupid than the motherfucker. What that motherfucker? I try to give everybody their propers, but this motherfucker.
What did he say?
75 know how to signify. He be having some good ones in there.
What did he say?
He be saying a lot of stupid shit, man. That motherfucker keep coming with it. But it's a few funny motherfuckers. I mean, I'm saying.
Yeah, they got some funny shit.
I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm going to say your name when I motherfucker see your name up there. Wait a minute. Bobby.
There he is, right?
Mouth ass every time. He pounds the table.
Oh. Every time you pound the table.
Bobby do smell like an ashtray in a gangbanger crib. But,
I got a request again. Oh, that's cute.
That's what's up, man. Y'all know we love y'all. 5150 Nation. We'll see y'all next week with another heater. We up out
there. You go. Darlene stands up for everybody.
Darlene standing up. Darlene be trying to stand up for
Thickness.
y'all.
No, I never do it.
Hey, Thickness. Hi.
Oh, I'm proud
Spin around one more time.
I'm proud.
One love, motherfucker.
Yeah. Make me want to holler like Tarzan.
Wow. In your face. So fine. In your face.